Well, good morning, Philippines. Phew, there's no elevator, there's no escalator. I gotta drag all my stuff all the way up there. Wow, I've made it across the ocean. I've actually made it. I'm in Taiwan right now. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to relax in Taiwan. So I have to find my way to some kind of a train to get to my connecting flight. Anybody familiar with this? I have to get to D5R. There's some bus I have to take. Look here, red X's. Can't use that thing. I can't see down to the end of this. I mean, this goes a long ways. Look how quiet it is down in here. This is D5R in Taiwan. It must be something like 0430 in the morning. I'm not quite sure, but my flight is at 0700, and before you know, I'll be there. As a matter of fact, oh yeah, I got through customs and I got through immigration and I got my bags. They give us these little carts so I can load this mountain of stuff up here. Oh, I have to go through another guy, looks like, or something. I don't know why they're putting stuff through here. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. So here I am staring down at this mountainous terrain on Taiwan that I didn't know was there as we fly on out there. So, what is this American doing, leaving his homeland forever? Taiwan. Well, I'll be bringing that story out over time. If you want to stick around, we'll cover that. But for now, perhaps we take a little look back at the journey that led me up to this point. So, the plan involved selling, donating, dumping, and just leaving stuff behind. I'm a car guy who was living in his toy hall. I had to get rid of my Camaro, my Corvette, my old Chevy van, and a lot of other stuff before I could get out. And it took a while. And then there was my e-bike and my e-scooter. And then winter came and winter went on the side of that mountain where I lived. It took me over a year to sell that Corvette. And then next would come that toy hauler. And that was a special toy hauler. And I was using this little Honda car that I took as a trade-in on the Corvette to haul these Balikbayan boxes down to the shipper that I was filling up with my tools, trophies, other things that I couldn't part with. Those are on the ship now, on their way to Cebu, and I'm going to have to find some place to put them. Then when it came to my trailer, there was a racing team out of Eastern Washington, and that turned out to be just what they needed. And it went. And then I was homeless. Goodbye to Taiwan Island as we head out into the South China Sea. And it has been a long time since I have been there. I was living out of motels and couch surfing for 10 days till the day came and I flew away. This is a big airport here, and one long bus ride to get over to my airplane. Look at all those planes. That Taiwan flight was a hoot. Look on these little monitor screens that sit in front of us, how they're showing us how to connect our seat belts and all that happy stuff. I hope this narration sound quality comes out better than what I'm hearing here in the editing chair. Here we are, noticing that distinct color line of the water here in Cebu. Looks like we have a lot of activity here. Quite a few small ships, ferries. Here's the countryside. We're coming in, we're coming in. Check out these houses in the tidewater here. We're coming in for a landing. We're gonna touch this bird down right about now. Yeah. We are here. We are in Cebu coming up. So they stand there very coming out today. I got myself into a cab pretty quick. A fellow came along and directed me to the cabs. There was a cop standing right there. And the driver's name was Thermal, used the meter, so there was no scamming going on here at the Cebu airport. Yes, I should mention that has been a problem. And some of the drivers at the Manila airport have been busted. The government cracked down on them and they were fined. And what do? I walk myself right into a monsoon. I'm a ways away from the hotel. Was trying to get down to the social, but the traffic was so bad. I just had the guy drop me off at this casino. It was pretty weak, I gotta say. It was, yeah. I'm just gonna get some street food and try to wait out this rain. It's early morning and I'm looking down at the swimming pools down here in Avida Reala Towers. And over here, what do I see? Are these guys playing pickleball in a basketball court? I got the staff helping me move. Okay, here we are on. So I booked 2 more days in the Avida Real condos. I had these 2 nice young ladies who were sent down to help me move all my luggage into my new room. Got this room for 2 more days. I paid 50% more to get it. Yeah, so I'm wandering around these Ayala malls with an S, because these malls they go for blocks and blocks across the street, and there's all the same mall, people everywhere, humanity, massive humanity. Oh, wow. Guess we're at the Central Mall here. Central Lock. Ayala Mall, Central Lock. I'm going to attempt to cross the street here. You take your life in your hands when you do it.
So there's this Sparrow cafe culture, and look at all of these bikes. Look at all these motorcycles, scooters. I mean, you won't see that anywhere in the United States. What it says in this window, be the best and make each person's life better. Got a map of about half of the world there. So here's how they tuck a little 7-Eleven into the side of a building here. Look at this, burgers and vape. Get yourself a burger and a vape in there, I guess.
So a young fella walks out here, asks me where I'm headed, and says Shargo Island is good. He says, in fact, he's flying out to his other place out on Shargo Island. Turns out he's the owner.
Well, the steak comes on this hot plate, and it is sizzling. They got this rice. It's real sticky. That's like egg drop soup, I think. All kinds of dipping, garlic, onion. And that Coke has a shot of whiskey in it. Share a Coca-Cola with the original taste of Matalina.
Little kitty in the lobby. There are cats all over the Philippine Islands. Now, coming up is another Philippine meal. They provide you with a lot of dipping sauces, but if you like salt and pepper, you better bring it.
So this is the rooftop bar here in Cebu City. They have these kind of hookah pipes in here. We're smoking some kind of stuff called shisha.
So I got to know the bartender, Sherwin, and gave him my card, and he said he'd keep a lookout for any hot rodders in the area. And then one of the other guys brings me through this other door. I had no idea what was going on through this other door right there.
The drink. The drink. You give me the drink. Now, what did you give me before? What was that you just gave me?
It's gin base, cucumber, and lemon.
All right. So what?
Free drink. Local shot.
A free drink. All right.
Local shot.
So the name of this place is what?
Lucid.
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 All right. So you get a free drink in here.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha. But you don't mind being on YouTube, do you?
That's fine.
Okay, all right, good. So I've qualified you. All right. So, pretty cool place. It is getting close to the bewitching hour.
Yeah. So are you okay, sir, that I will pay your check or bill?
Yeah, this place was chock full of people, and I was about to meet some interesting ones.
Oh, yeah. Take a look around this. An old man should not be doing this. What one is?
I met this gal in there, and she was a realtor, and she was trying to set me up with her mother, who was in there with her. Mom was a little bit shy, and it was fun until it came time to leave.
Look at this security guard here. Do you know what it'd be like for us when we fall asleep? When we are on watch. You don't do that. You never fall asleep when you're defending our country. But it's different over here. Check this out. How you doing, little doggy? What's going on? Well, there's a bunch of you guys here, huh? Fucking mess here. Hello, doggies. Hello, little doggies. How's it going for you guys? You're doing what you gotta do to keep going. And that's what I'm going to do. Oh my gosh, look at all of this. Yeah. Isn't that something? And that's the way it is. Oh, now look at this. What does that say? The world of supercars. All right, maybe I'm getting closer now. Let's see what they got over here. Oh my God. I'm standing out here in this parking lot. This taxi driver dropped me off here. He had no clue where the hell he was going. That guy was so screwed up. He didn't know one. What the hell? Here we go now. We got another taxi driver. He'll know where we're going, right?
Abida.
Real.
Real.
Yeah. Okay. We're out of here.
Para Abida, Reala, Taiwan sila. Dili ko sa taxi.
Yeah, what happened here was I got lost, and I came across this young taxi driver, and he was so drunk he could do anything hardly. I had him drop me off in this other building and went from there.
Oh my God, man. I just had to tell that taxi driver to let me out. Just let me out. We'll figure it out. I got it with another taxi driver. I'm finally back here. Well, that's the way it is, man. We're in the Philippines now. This is the way things work. So, I'm back now. Oh, is that loud here? Finally got into my room. It ain't much, but it'll do. Give me some water. Wait, what? I stopped into this Korean barbecue joint, and they're bringing me to my table, and this is my order. What? All of this? This is 699 pesos. I mean, what? I mean, what the? Wow. Unreal. So this barbecue was cold. What we do is we take it off and we stick it on that thing and barbecue it ourselves. And all this other stuff. I don't even know what any of this is. I'm trying to sample. I just feel like I'm in for a surprise. It seems to be like way too much. Wow, that meal was unreal. And it's raining every night out here. It's rainy season. Chucky, what have you done? I think about that. I'm gonna head back. Got a pizza joint here, but it's been closed. It's like permanently closed. That's too bad. Anyway. Wow, it's just pounding down. I don't know if I want to get out in that tonight. It's Saturday night, and I'm just going, with that meal, I don't know what it's going to do to my stomach. I thought I would put some in a box, especially that, I guess it's egg drop soup would be good for breakfast. I've not had a breakfast in many, many days. I have my one meal late in the day. But I don't know what this is going to do to my stomach. The barbecue came, it was cold on the plate. I ate some of it. Oh man, that's weird. Is that how they eat it? And then I noticed some steam coming out of the middle, and there's like a cooker thing in the middle of the table. Guy came over and showed me. It says, you got to put that on there and barbecue it yourself. Yeah, Chuck's a dummy. Anyway, there's the pool. Nobody in it. There's this little store over here. I gotta go over here and get some water. There's no water in my place, and there's no water pressure. Not like I'm gonna drink that water anyway, but so much for taking a shower. But that's the thing. You can't drink the water anywhere in this entire country. Have you ever heard of such a thing? The whole entire country is like that. So, you gotta buy water, or you go thirsty. Here we go. There you go, ladies. Walk on in here. See what I can find in this little store here. Oh boy, howdy. Let's get you some of this, eh? Wow, they don't have any coffee in that little store. Guess I'd have to go over here to this little hole in the wall 7-Eleven. Probably get some there.
All right, guys and gals, we're going to have to call off this little adventure for now. I hope this audio narration is working out okay because it doesn't sound very good from my end. But anyway, there's a whole lot more to come. We don't have to talk about smashing likes and clicking on bells and all that stuff. You guys know what to do if you want to see more. And I will explain this crash scene in the next one. So hang on for a bunch more weird, wild, and crazy stuff from the Philippine Islands from Chuck in the PI.